tried to film this video last night. I was so low energy that I've decided to film it again. I want to show you guys the light fixture, which is right behind me because it's adorable. And I also want to show you my view. Look at how cute. I love a cute light fixture. And then this is the city view, which is cute. Now I'm getting into bed because I'm cold and I have to check out soon. I have like less than an hour to film this video and talk to you guys. And then I need to check out and go to the airport because I'm going back to LA. Okay. Lots to talk about, As you can see by the title of this video, I am moving. I am leaving Los Angeles after nearly 6 years of living there. And it's really crazy. It's a crazy journey. So just to give anyone here that's watching this who might not know my journey, I have been unhappy in LA for the last 2 years. I was finally gonna change and do something about it and move to New York. And that was right before the pandemic, and that didn't happen. And then I just I had this opportunity to stay in LA during the pandemic. So yeah, didn't move to New York, stayed in LA. And I guess, why did I stay in LA for two more years when I knew I wasn't happy? I was usually locked in a lease, or I was locked in a job that I needed to be there for. So yeah, it's just as simple as that. And like pretty much the 2 years I was unhappy in LA, I was then like, I think New York would maybe make me happy. So yeah, when that didn't happen, it was very sad for a long time, but I'm good now. And for the record, so I guess, okay, I'm not moving to New York. But for anyone out there that has been following my journey, just know that New York is always going to be on my radar. I think what I realized is that certain things that I want and I need in my lifestyle, I wouldn't be able to have in New York right now because it is a much more expensive city, as we all know. So it's one of those things where I just realized like I need to be reasonable and I need to be smart financially, and New York just won't be the place for me right now. So that's the New York side note. It's not New York. I am moving for a job that happened pretty unexpectedly. So things are moving very fast. And now that I have it, I'm so grateful to be able to be offered a full-time job during a pandemic, and to be making what I was making before the pandemic is like crazy. Like crazy. And I feel very lucky and very grateful, and grateful for the experience that I do have. Grateful that I had clients to get me by during this time. Just grateful to be able to move to a new city now and have job security and all of that. So yeah, I'm still wrapping my head around everything, if I'm being honest with you guys. I just started this job a few days ago, so everything is pretty new. I love it so far though, and I'm really excited about it. Probably want to know, where am I moving instead? Well, I'm moving to Seattle, guys. I am originally from here. I went to college here. I moved to LA because I wanted to be in a warmer climate, and I had a lot of friends in LA, and it was always my dream to live there. And I am so grateful that I can tell you guys that I've lived in LA for as long as I have. I feel like a lot of my goals there like shifted over time, which is also pretty cool. I went there wanting to do field marketing full time. That's where I got my first management role. And then for a while I wanted to be in entertainment and like work with artists. And then I went into digital marketing. So all of that is to say that there was once a time that I craved living in LA, and that was my dream, and I did it, and I'm so happy and proud of myself for sticking it out even when I wasn't super happy. When I realized I wasn't happy, I basically wanted to give it one more shot, and that's when I spent a whole other year there, and then I ended up getting my digital marketing job, and that's why I remained there for an extra year. So I don't know if that's interesting to anybody. Some people might be wondering again, like, why did you stay in a place that you weren't happy in for so long? That was was just kind of part of it. And now I look back and I'm so happy I did, because that's where I built my digital marketing experience, and that's literally what I've been doing during this pandemic. So very, very grateful. Interesting to look back on and see how much my goals shifted over time in LA. So yeah, that is all to say that I will look back on my memories in LA fondly. I guess, like, I don't know, I thought about maybe making a separate video where it's like why I'm leaving LA, but whether or not I do it, the main and like simple reason, you know, the long story short of it, is that I didn't feel like I found community. I feel like I found community in one person, and saying goodbye to her will be very, very hard. And I don't want to discredit any of the friendships that I do have there, because it wasn't that they weren't good enough. I think I just romanticized the idea of having a big friend group, a big community of people that I could rely on, that I could call my family, you know? And I tried it with 2 friend groups, and to be honest with you, there was just so much drama in both of them that it never really worked out for me. And what's cool about Seattle is this is where I grew up. All my family is here. I also am lucky enough to still have a lot of friendships here. I guess to wrap up the answer to that question as to like why I'm leaving LA, I also realized during the pandemic that family and friendships, that's really what means the most to me, and being away from them when they're going through stuff, you know, I was tired of missing out, you know, like I just decided that like I do want to be here and I do want to be closer, and I thought it would be something that would happen in my 30s, so this was a goal that was like years down the road, but the way things like happened are just, it's really fascinating to me. So that's a little summary on why I'm leaving LA. All of that is to say, though, if your dream is to live in LA one day, please don't let this video or me discourage you. I spent nearly 6 years there, so I had enough time to realize if it was or wasn't for me, and I enjoyed, you know, a good almost nearly 4 years I enjoyed my time there. So it's not that it was like always a place that I didn't like. I just think towards the end I felt I don't really fit in here. I don't really feel like this place feels like home to me. Those are things that I dealt with, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you will. So LA is just a place that's not for everyone. It's just like New York. I think for some reason we accept New York not being for everyone easier than we accept LA not being for everyone. I don't know why that is, but yeah, it's not for everyone, and I realized, you know what, it's not for me, and I'm at peace with that, and I'm okay with that, and it's time to move on and find a place that I will feel like I can fit in, and this is for me, and these are my people, this is my community, before I get too old and making friends gets harder. So that's about it, guys. That's my story. That's my journey. I'm really excited to keep you guys posted on the move. I am basically going home today. I'm trying to still sort out when I can move into my new building. Yeah, I'm really excited to take you guys along on my journey. I definitely want to document it, and you guys can look out and expect a lot of city-based content in the new year, all about life in Seattle. So I'm very excited for that. I am going to FaceTime my friend April, who lives out here. She's like I would consider one of the besties, where we're usually long distance, but I met her while I lived here, and I don't think she has any idea.
Hello?
Hey, why do I call you on WhatsApp?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that, like, has that happened to you before?
No, that hasn't happened to me before.
Oh, what are you doing?
Oh, I went to the bakery.
Cute! Well, I wanted to FaceTime you really quick because I wanted to tell you is that I am officially going to be moving back to Seattle in like a week or two.
Oh my god!
Hi, baby boy.